Hello and welcome to Tavern 53. Tonight joining me, Dan the Man Renew. And Greg Gunny. Yes, thank you. Tonight we're not going to have the Bob Ross of barbecue. Greg Rushlow will not be joining us. He is out making burgers for Bigfoot somewhere. I think. I'm not sure.
It's probably a tall order.
Yes, no, I believe so. Yes. Yes.
Nice.
What we're going to talk about tonight, I was thinking, was talk about like the I don't know what the myths or stuff that urban legends, like stuff that people talk about and have heard of. But
The
do you
spooky
really see?
stuff you grew up with?
Yeah. Do you really? Are they really out there? I don't know. I've heard about them, but you hear about Bigfoot, but you never see them. Nobody's ever seen them.
I've never seen that blur.
No.
Well, Wayne, I got a good one. You'll appreciate this.
Yep.
I heard today from the professor, and I was hoping that Bob Ross of barbecue was going to do this, but I heard an urban legend that man can shoot beer cans from a leaf blower.
Yes, it's true. I've seen it. It's not a legend. It's not a myth. It's true.
I've seen video of it. Never seen it in person.
Yeah, no, I've seen it, and it was it's quite impressive.
I wanted to challenge that myth, but they're not here. So for me, Wayne, unfortunately, is still going to be an urban myth until they see it.
No, you're good with that. I agree. It's kind of like the Bigfoot, and I've heard about it.
It's an empty can, though, Dan. You understand that, right?
Well, the professor didn't say that, so I'm picturing a full can.
No, I'm going to tell you, it's an empty can. It's not full.
Oh, because I have a leaf blower, and I was seriously going to go out tomorrow and try, and I'd be like, shit, this don't work. Like, this bullshit. Now the empty can, I think I can do it.
Yeah, empty it first, then blow it.
Yes. Our messages already showed up. Our fans are joining in. We got KD and KF saying hello. Good evening. Nice to see the Gunny again tonight. Yes, very nice.
How you doing, guys? Nice to be seen.
Yes.
So that's craft dinner and who?
Craft dinner. KD and KF, fans of the show since day one.
That maybe was one of our sponsors we finally got.
Oh, geez.
Soon
we'll get craft dinner.
Yes, we're gonna get maybe not the real stuff, but
no, the fake powder.
Yes, make your own. Probably better.
Microwave
yes.
Singles.
Since we're talking food and craft dinner, we can throw spam in there.
Oh yeah,
spam in there.
Yep.
Yeah, Gunny, they've been promising me this thing about was it Wayne, like 4 friends or what was it we need, and then you'll do spam on your barbecue or something.
We're all gonna do the spam.
Originally I said 500, and I'm going, I want to be more I want to get this before the can explodes on me. So I figured we'll go with 100 followers. Again, if you like it, don't be afraid. Hit that thumbs up and do subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your hello. Somebody else is calling. They want in. They want to say hello.
Yeah. Well, that could be another urban legend that Greg will actually cook the spam. We haven't seen it. There's no proof of it.
Well, there will be, though.
We'll
all be at the Bob Ross of barbecues.
Yeah, we'll be at his outdoor cafe.
Everyone will have their own barbecue.
Yeah, and you cook it up your own way. Well, if you look back on previous episodes, we did that. We did the Thanksgiving dinner cook-off. How do you? And we made a burger with the Thanksgiving dinner cook-off.
Nice.
And we did that, and it actually was pretty good. It was good. I think we got off the topic here of our urban myths, legends, and myths, and that. The Bigfoot. Greg, you're from the great state of Ohio, and yes,
we've always heard about the Bigfoot, but I personally never seen it. I know my grandmother, who is a very church-going, God-fearing person, swears that she's seen it on her way home. one night when they were leaving our house and going to their house. She said it was crouched along the side of the road eating something.
Hmm.
And when it seen them and they stopped, it just kind of got up and sauntered off through the field.
Oh wow.
They just said it was a big hairy thing. And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
But again, I was like 12, 13.
yeah.
He wasn't brewing
Never
any
seen-
moonshine in the back cut or anything like that.
No,
No.
Now
nothing.
you'd mentioned something the one time, Greg, about the what was it, the Defiance Dogman or whatever.
Oh yeah. We heard about that too. It
Yeah.
wasn't as good as like because it was only like one summer. I think
No.
it was like the summer of '72. I was like 1 years old, so it was something we grew up with hearing. But as the story went, it was a railroad worker working in Defiance, working on the railroad late at night, and he was down on his knees doing something with the railroad ties or something, and when he kind of looked up, he seen two really enormous paws. And supposedly, as he looked up, he seen this dog man creature holding a 2x4, and it hit him in the shoulder with the 2x4 and took off.
Oh wow.
So nobody really knew what to believe. The next night, they go back out there, and it's like, I'm thinking, if that was me and I just got attacked by a dog man the night before, I'm not going back out there.
No.
Not without a gun or something. So the
Bring
next
him
night
out?
he's out there with a coworker, and supposedly him and the coworker seen it, and they actually reported it to police. And for the next, I don't know, probably 6, 8 months, they say there was a lot of like reports and stuff, but no one actually seen them. And then
Oh,
the one that we heard last when I was growing up was that it was the werewolf of Michigan, and he just kind of went down a little further south for feeding. And it was like, oh, nice
I'm
to
just
know.
kind of wondering, like the 2x4, like
I don't.
could be a lot
I
of
don't.
weapons. I mean, just did they ever
Yeah, he
recover
had
the
a
2x4?
2x4 and hit him in the shoulder with it. I think
Why
the
not
guy's
the
name was like Ted Davis or something like that. He was the railroad worker. You can look it up. It's hilarious.
oh wow.
Which is what makes it an urban legend.
That
Yep.
no, that's right. How many other people have
Yeah,
seen
but
it?
like there's actual police report and everything on it. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, wow.
But we used to go to this. We used to go to a cemetery, it was like an old cemetery, had like tombstones and gravestones and stuff in there from like the 1800s, and
Oh, wow.
it was called Buck Cemetery, and it was haunted supposedly by the caretaker who was like the owner of it, Mr. Buck. And I guess he was a horse thief, and when they caught him, they hung him in his cemetery.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Not
it's we used to go
ironic.
out there all the time as kids and do things that we weren't supposed to do under the age of 21,
Kind of ironic that
but we did them anyway.
Mr. Buck was in the state of Buckeyes.
Yeah, Mr. Buck. And then there's a couple of little small towns that have railroad tracks that they say they see kids, like a boy. It's always a boy, and he's always dressed in like 1930s attire. And he's walking on the street, and then he disappears when he gets to the tracks.
Oh wow.
It sounds
was
like a
like,
cross between the show It and Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many little towns in like North America,
Oh,
US and Canada, have Texas roads?
oh,
Yeah.
every one of them.
And there's something always with a Texas road, whether it's a headless horseman or headless motorcycle person or a headless lady walking through the field or across the
Lady in
street.
White.
Or,
The Lady in White. That's the one I
Yeah.
remember hearing about in on Texas Road. Like others have said the headless horseman or the headless, but I always remember hearing about the woman in white, like seeing her. I never seen her, but I've heard people say, "Well, that's what I seen." Like, so I don't know.
I don't know if Greg, if you had this in the States, but I remember being in grade school and when you used to have to change to go to gym class, and when they shut off the lights, if you said Bloody Mary in the mirror,
Oh, yeah.
three times, like, what would happen. And that, a lot of times you'd be like, I'll do it. After 2, you're like, I'm not testing this.
Yeah.
I'm not testing it. Forget. I'm not trying it.
But I was that kid that would test it.
Of course you were. We know that.
I would scream it before everybody else got out, so someone else was there too.
And I was thinking this waiting on the way to work today, driving the Riverside Drive.
And guess what? By the way, before you go on, nothing ever happened.
No, I know, but we don't want to. Hey, don't be a spoiler. Okay, we still don't know.
Driving to work.
Yeah, remember when they'd say like, oh, if you're driving down the street and you flash your high beams at someone, they're gonna like turn around, follow you, and like kill you, type of thing. That was always an urban legend of stuff. Like
that. But that is actually true. There are gang initiations that are exactly that. They will drive down the street with their lights off, waiting for someone to flash them, and then that's okay. You're my target now.
Yeah. But
so there's some truth behind it.
Yeah.
Right. True. Yeah.
Again, that's one of those urban legends or myths that there is some truth behind it. And I guess that going with that, like I wonder how much truth is behind all urban legends. Like with Bigfoot, like okay, like, you go out into the woods, like you're out hunting or anything like that, like you never see it. Like it's very rare. I shouldn't say you don't. It's very rare to see a deer carcass.
Yeah. Yeah, very rare.
Like you'll
very
see,
rare. Like I grew up in the woods. We played in the woods every day.
Yeah.
And very, very rarely did we see a carcass.
Yeah. Like so it makes me wonder if there's something, not necessarily, I'm not saying a Bigfoot, but some kind of animal out there that's like a scavenger. Like do coyotes eat everything?
Most of the time they don't eat the bones and stuff. You'll still find like they'll eat smaller bones and stuff like that, but not like your big hip bones and fucking femurs and shit. I can't see them eating that.
Like you're not.
Sorry, Wayne. I'm a guy like I want to believe all that stuff. Area 51. Like I'm passionate. And just I think
I believe the whole Area 51 stuff, man. I got an acquaintance that was actually supposedly there as a fucking guard.
Whether it's the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot or even like UFOs, I'm just so disappointed that those are the people with flip phones. Like they got the flip phones. Like, can't somebody have a 5G phone, maybe a Canon? They take a nice picture. Why does he got to be like Greg said?
I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't know.
Yeah, maybe they can screw up their phone, right? Like, but it's like I want to give me a clear picture. The last one I saw that was really good was when the $6 Million Man fought Andre the Giant, as Bigfoot. That looked really real to me, and that's when I started to really believe in it. But that's the last good picture I saw.
Yeah. KD and KF believe that your phone call was the air duct cleaning company.
I bet so.
Somebody calling to get their.
It's that time of year too.
Yeah, no, they're also piping in. They say that Area 51 is a good topic, like good one there. Yeah, so yeah, it's like true. Like, hey, we got the Bob Ross. He's checking in. He's chasing Bigfoot. He's chasing Bigfoot, guys.
He can shoot some of those beer cans at him if he finds them.
Shoot the beer can and serve him a burger.
Yep.
Yeah. But Wayne, that goes to what we said.
They like jack links too. Does he got any jack links with him?
We all like that, Greg. That's nice.
If he's got some jack links, he'll probably be able to attract one or two of them.
Like we talked about last week, like Area 51, there's nothing to see here, but you can't go there. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Like, hey, there's nothing. Antarctica, nothing to see there. You can't fly there. Go there. But why? Why is it
supposedly in Utah? There's an Area 52.
Yeah. Well, if you get really bored today, guys, Google Denver Airport. That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother city there.
Yeah, under there.
I'm being told here that Bigfoot likes spam.
Oh,
spam?
Smoke, or just
it's interesting.
As soon as you crack the can, he's probably got a nose in the air.
Oh yeah, no.
Hey, Wayne,
yes.
How long do I have to be on before I get like a picture like that? Like he got that cartoon character.
That's his own.
Oh, so I got to create my own. So it's not part of the contract I signed with
you? I'll talk to my agent. I'll have your agent talk to my agent, and we'll see what we can do.
Greg, he promised a lot of stuff. I don't think he's delivering.
Well,
in time.
I think
did
that's
you get
an urban legend.
Deal yet?
Yes, time. Yes, it's all time.
Did you ink the deal yet with the special pen?
Yeah. He said something about blood. Poke your finger. Sign your name. Trust me.
It doesn't hurt that much.
That's what
you might have to put more of a cut because you're probably pretty tight and you don't bleed a whole lot.
Yeah. Well, I got an urban legend. Working for Wayne makes you rich.
Who told you that?
Wayne
Must have been the professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did tell me a lot of weird stuff.
There's no getting rich on this.
So, did you guys have any like haunted schools when you were growing up?
There was, I don't know if it was a haunted. There was a house that was abandoned not too far from where I grew up, and it was like we always added to the story as we go by on the bus. Well, you don't want to have the bus break down here because then the guy will come out and grab you and drag you in the house. Like as we went, it got more added to the story. And it was just an abandoned old farmer's house. Like they the farmer passed away and the family never stayed there. They just moved on. They went to their house and just left that house. But again, it was just like always added to it. Like, oh, there's if you drive by at night. Oh, I want Charlie said he went by there and he seen the light in the window one night, and like, well, Jonathan said he seen it and he seen people running across the yard. And I was like, oh, okay. But like I said, we're talking back years and years ago, back in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, KD and KF are saying you want to find out more on this stuff. There's Coast to Coast with George Norrie. He's on AM.
Coast to Coast is always good.
Yeah, they had some good stories. Like I remember with the going with the Area 51, which you were talking about earlier. There was one years and years ago. You can look it up on YouTube. There's the replay of it where the guy before Art Bell was the host before George Norrie, and he had a guy apparently from Area 51 call. And he goes, "They're gonna get me. They're gonna come. They're gonna get me. I gotta tell you right now." And like it made it really good late night talk. Like it was like it kept you glued. It kept you awake when you were trying to stay awake. I don't know if any of you guys remember working the midnight shift on in security at a warehouse somewhere, and you're trying to stay awake.
Terminal.
Yeah, I was going to say a truck storage somewhere at Windsor's only waterproof truck storage.
Yeah.
Don't go on the third floor, Dan.
Yeah, we won't go there. Yeah. Well, again, you got to test the urban legends. But one that I thought, Greg, you're from the sticks, and it brought up when Wayne was talking about, you were talking about Wayne crop dusting the office, or how about crop circles out in your? You ever get those?
Oh yeah. There's been sightings of that stuff out there. Again, it's one of those things. I didn't really see any major like crop circles. You seen like areas where it looked like stuff was stomped down, but I don't know. I couldn't tell if it was like stomped down by people or if it was like fucking woven or circle or whatever they do to them.
I don't remember that.
What's that?
You remember that? Like you saw stuff?
Oh yeah, I was like a freshman in high school.
Oh wow.
We got nothing but cornfields and wheat fields around us everywhere we go. Soybeans.
There was one not too long ago, probably about maybe 15 years ago, just out in Malden Center. They somebody said there was crop circles put out in the field of their beans, and they ended up having like somebody in a crane taking a picture overhead, and that's come to find out it was the guy that owned the crane that lowered somebody down and did
do it all.
And it was quite comical once it come out and everything like that. But it was like everybody was like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Something's going on."
That's hilarious.
And I think we touched on it last week when we were talking. I don't know if anybody remembers. You guys we're all from the same place. Sami's mommy.
Yeah,
that was an American mystery. Like they had people down here trying to figure out what it was. And
well, I mean, you guys had the Windsor hum too.
Yeah.
It was like, I mean, did they ever figure out what that was going on? It just all of a sudden stopped one day.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Either whoever kind of got caught doing it, like stopped doing it, or I mean, I don't know what else it could be, right? We're under a salt mine, so they're drilling stuff like that.
It's weird because the salt mine stopped doing anything as soon as that new bridge was being put up. But that's different.
It's a whole different freaking.
That's a conspiracy, not an urban.
What's gonna happen in fucking 20 years?
Cave in.
Some's gonna give.
We're not gonna be here. We'll be at the new hospital.
Yeah. Yeah.
20 more years. We'll have what? 4 more years left. 4 more years left before retirement.
We'll still be working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waiting for Bigfoot to come in.
Yeah.
Dan will have one of those big C clamps on the back of a scooter and a fucking one of the trolley noses hooked to a fucking luggage cart. All right, put your shit on the cart. Where are we going?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the urban legend. You'll just work 30 years and you'll retire. That's it.
You don't want to work for the food.
Yeah, you work for the food. Yeah, or the daycare.
Yeah,
or the gym.
Yeah, dry clean. Get your clothes. You get your. We're getting off topic here. Well, no, all legend, all myth. Yeah.
Well, even
those like from around here. You guys grew up here. What'd you guys grow up with? Just Bigfoot?
Wayne, what's the street there out in Amherstburg? Texas Road. There was one I remember. I don't know if this could be true, but I remember going through the tunnel. So when you go through the tunnel and you right before you get to the U.S. side, there's those cement barriers. I remember when I was young, people would say like, "Oh, a bunch of teens were going through there, and someone stuck their head out of their car, and they hit that barrier and."
Oh yeah, I did hear about that before.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was ever true or
they were in a convertible or something.
Yeah, I just never stuck my head out. So I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, neither did I, or my hands. I didn't want to find out. That wasn't a fuck around find out moment. There, it's like no, nope.
Your hands and feet in the vehicle at all times.
Yeah,
I can going with that. I can remember because I worked over on Bobble Island in my youth as a night watchman, security, sleeper.
So
yeah, just a sleeper. I got a lot of sleep over there on midnight. Anyway, but I can remember being told like again, this was before working over there. It was like you would see a boat out in the lake, and it'd be just circling. Like if you see that, don't shine a light at it. Well, I never seen it. But I remember hearing that, like it was like if you see a boat, you'll see a boat on out in the water on the north end, and just be circling and circling and circling. Don't shine a light at it because it'll come at you or something. Again, I was over there for 4 years working, and I never seen anything out there like that.
I think most of the horror movies we actually grew up like. Creep Show, the movie Creep Show had the lady who had the kind of something around her neck. If you took the thing off, her head would fall off.
Yeah,
like it was all set on all the urban legends. And I think why horror movies back when we were kids like was better because basically, whether there's Candyman or all that stuff was, the Jason, Friday 13th was all technically urban legends of, camp counselors fell asleep, who came back to get him, so don't do that.
But I mean, we had like the Amityville Horror and fucking Red Rum. It's, that's the stuff we grew up with. Like these kids, like anymore, even with their horror pictures are not really horror pictures to me.
All it is blood and slash. Like it's like that's all it is. Nothing that
there's no suspense to it all. It's like what's gonna happen. It's like come on.
Shining. Like
well, if you buy the Chucky doll, it's gonna come alive and kill you in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Like again, a little bit of the Halloween.
I'll be back. I always come back.
Since it is Halloween, Wayne, the Halloween edition of this. Again, those were great movies, and that's the stuff that we talked about, movie quotes and stuff like that. But the urban legends became, and what actually scared kids. So when you watch those movies, you actually thought this is like potentially something, whether it's Sleepaway Camp or
one of the scariest movies, like even out of all like the Texas Chainsaw Massacres and everything. One of the scariest movies I seen when I seen it for the first time was that Carrie.
Yeah. Just
with
watch
the fucking pig's blood fucking dumping down and stuff. Oh my, that movie was like, what?
Yeah. I was working with Lemon Drop today, and we were talking about the horror movies, and it was like the ones that I remember like going with that, like were the ones like the Alfred Hitchcock, anything like that was like, that was the one that cut me off. Like really.
Yeah, they had some strange ones.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm somewhere, Wayne, and I see like a 20, 50 birds ahead of me. I'm thinking I'm not going to run into a phone booth because I saw those birds. They know how to get into that phone booth. So I don't know where you go, but you don't go into a phone booth.
No,
Never. Never. The phone booth is not the answer.
No, it's not. Unless you turn into Superman, then it is.
Yeah.
see now
But
I
got no cape.
Carrie can be scary. I know. I don't know. She can be scared. I've seen her get scared.
I've seen her almost pee herself. I think I've made her pee herself a couple of times. She's fun to scare, though.
Yeah. Well, I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining here, and we're gonna.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Wayne, before.
Oh, yes, please.
I had the design something. Well, my wife did it, but to celebrate Halloween. So give me a second.
Please.
Shut off my light.
Okay. Am I going to be scared?
Well, I'm not.
He keeps his clothes on.
See if I can get it good.
Oh,
Tavern.
Look at that!
Oh,
Tavern.
Yes, that's very nice.
That is awesome.
I texted my wife on the way home. I said, I got a pumpkin. Do you think you could put Tavern 53 on it? And she's like, why not? I said, well, I think we owe this to Wayne to, make Halloween a little special.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Great job. Great job.
Very nice. Very nice.
Awesome.
The man.
All right, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure.
Yes. And
you too.
I'm too lazy to get off the late, so I'll just stay. They call it Fade to Black. Say some of your favorite songs. Fade to Black.
Yes, Fade to Black. Yes, we'll do that. And thank you.
All right, man.